Tokyo, Sunday morning. Yes, well, I'm feeling a tad religious today. I have a yearning in my soul for some spirituality, so I'm going to go and pursue something that might help me to fulfill that requirement. Last night I went back to that campy bar. I don't know if you remember, when I first got to Tokyo I was curious. Went along on a Sunday night and there was one transvestite there and two customers, had a bit of a chat. And I went back on last night, Saturday, because Saturday's busy, isn't it, you know? And I think I misconstrued what it actually is. I bought a drink which was £6 for less than half a pint of beer in a really strange glass. There were about 10 people there. 2 of them were transvestites, 2 of the least convincing transvestites I've ever seen. In fact, one of them I thought was auditioning for the part as the lion in The Wizard of Oz. Quite a bizarre look. Anyway, what it turns out it is actually you have a couple of transvestite folk kind of hanging out and acting like waitresses, but it's more or less come and talk to the transvestites and pay more for your drinks. It wasn't very nice, really. Also, nobody seemed to speak English, or if they did, they hid it well. I tried to talk to a number of people, minus cyclists, and they didn't talk to me. No English. Apart from one man, when I tried to move from where I was sitting to a more comfy seat, he said I'd have to pay to sit there. And then when I got my camera out, he said I'd have to pay if I wanted to take any footage or photos. So I thought, I don't think I want to be here. So I left. Yes. Yeah, so a tad disappointing. I was hoping it would be a genuine place where transvestites hang out and we could have a bit of a natter about how Japan treats people who are different. But actually it was just a kind of novelty bar. Never mind. A train and a bus ride, and I went to Ushiku. Ushiku, you might remember, immortalised in the Small Faces song, Ushiku Park. Just waiting for your laughter to subside. Okay, and Ushiku is the site of the largest Buddha statue in Japan. When they built it in 2003, it was the largest one in the world. But since then, unfortunately for the Japanese, the Chinese have built a taller one, and the Myanmarians have built one that's taller as well. So this is now the 3rd tallest in the world. Quite peculiar, isn't it, that in Myanmar, where there are people without enough food to eat, they've got the 2nd highest Buddha statue in the world. I have seen it, it's in Mongwa. There's a link to it somewhere. This beauty is 120 metres high. 120 metres, think about that. Think about, did you run 100 metres at school? Yes, okay. Well, it's that much plus 20, right? 120. So if you could defy gravity, you could probably run up in the air beside the statue for about, what, 17 seconds maybe? And that would be it. Or if it fell over, you could run alongside it. But those two events are unlikely, aren't they? It really is impressive. Must admit, I thought with it being a Sunday it'd be really, really busy, but it isn't. I suppose it's quite a long way out. I mean, there's nothing else around here really in Ushiku, apart from a few statues for the small faces. So yes, it's a thing you come to see, rather than just pop in on. I wonder if it's windy. There are 4 levels inside. I think I'll be alright because it looks solid, not like that blooming open elevator thing in, what should we call it, Osaka. God, no, this looks possible. Possible.
「
Is it a blessing, a wish?
마ー君どこ行ったあそこ後ろマー君カモンしますか写経
Yeah, what is shakyo, please?
なんだろうありがたい言葉
Feels like being in a castle, feels like I'm in a Norman castle with the places for the arrows to shoot out. Obviously I'm not, but that's just what it reminded me of momentarily. Perfectly happy with this, it's extremely safe, no problems. Good. Yes, I know you shouldn't really have favourites when it comes to Buddha statues, but I prefer the one in Myanmar for its size. Oh my goodness, look, here comes the whole world. Who's scooting up the staircase toward me. Yeah, I prefer the Myanmar one aesthetically. I really like I remember the folds in the garment, the expression on the Buddha was very serene, and also the setting, the way it looked out over the lands below with the other temples. And the sheer space that was around it, and the lack of circus that was around it at the time I was there. I don't know, maybe things have changed now, but it's my favourite one. Good God, look at this. Those slits would be some of the windows we were looking out of. Way up there. What I'm thinking is that the Myanmar Buddha somehow all seemed more reverent in some way, more holy. I don't know. Here it feels a bit more like a little kind of theme park round the Buddha. I don't know. Perception. Funny old thing, isn't it? Like me, I'm a funny old thing. Ugh.